China is a remarkable country for dinosaur discoveries. For many years, scientists have found amazing fossils there. These fossils tell us about life millions of years ago. Many different types of dinosaurs have been found across China. Some were small and feathered, while others were truly gigantic. These discoveries help us understand how dinosaurs lived and changed over time. The vast landscapes of China offer unique geological conditions. These conditions are perfect for our preserving fossils. Regions like Liaoning province are famous for feathered dinosaurs. These finds have changed how we see many dinosaur groups. Other areas like Yunnan province are now revealing different kinds of giants. Recently, excitement has grown with news of more significant finds. Paleontologists are constantly working in China. They are uncovering new species that expand our knowledge. Among these are discoveries related to the sauropodomorphs. These were the long-necked plant eaters that eventually led to the largest land animals ever. Finding new examples of these creatures is always thrilling. These ongoing discoveries highlight China as a key location for understanding dinosaur diversity. The country's fossil record is rich and varied. Among the exciting recent discoveries from China is a truly impressive creature. Scientists have named it. This dinosaur is not a true sauropod in the strictest sense. Instead, it is a sauropodomorph, a very important ancestral cousin. Think of it as a significant step on the evolutionary road to the giant sauropods. The discovery of adds another fascinating chapter to the story of these long-necked herbivores. The name has special meaning. Lishu refers to Dalishu village where it was found. Long means dragon in Chinese, a common term for dinosaurs. Wang Yi honors Mr. Wang Kunfu for his contributions to local fossil preservation. This dinosaur is particularly noteworthy because of its size. It is considered the largest sauropodomorph known from the early Jurassic epoch in China. The announcement of came in late 2024. The findings were published in the scientific journal Peer J. The news quickly spread, highlighting the continued importance of Chinese fossil sites. Represents one of several key discoveries being made in regions like Yunnan. The journey from ancient burial to museum display is a fascinating one. The actual fossils were first unearthed quite some time before the official announcement. This happened back in 2007. A team of scientists was conducting a survey in Dalishu village. This village is located in Lufeng, Yunnan province in southwest China. This area is part of the Lufeng Dinosaur National Geopark. Finding dinosaur fossils often involves careful searching and a bit of luck. The paleontologists were exploring rock layers known to contain fossils. During their survey, they came across the remains of, unfortunately, not the entire skeleton was present. The posterior part of the specimen had been washed away by rainwater over time. What they did find was incredibly valuable. The discovered parts included a relatively complete skull. They also found 9 cervical vertebrae, which are neck bones, still connected in their natural order. The careful excavation process ensured these precious remains were safely removed. After the excavation in 2007, the fossils needed a lot of work. They were taken to a laboratory for preparation. Was a large animal for its time. Scientists estimate its total length to be around 8 to 10 meters. This made it a significant presence in its early Jurassic environment. While not as colossal as later sauropods, it was certainly a big dinosaur. Its size indicates that sauropodomorphs were already experimenting with becoming giants very early in dinosaur history. The skull of is particularly interesting. It measures about 40 centimeters in length. This is the largest known skull for any sauropodomorph dinosaur found in the Lufeng Formation. The skull bones are relatively thin. Some bones in the area around the eyes and temples were missing. However, the 2 sides of the skull were mostly intact. Researchers noted some unique features in. For example, its nostrils were larger compared to its close relative. These unique traits help scientists confirm that it is indeed a new genus and species. Based on the fusion of bones in its skull and neck, scientists believe the individual they found was mature. Its closest relative is thought to have been partially quadrupedal. The rocks where was found tell a story about its ancient environment. The fossils were discovered in sediments of the Lufeng Formation. These sediments date back to the early Jurassic period. Specifically, They are from the Hettangian age. This was roughly 201.3 million to 199.3 million years ago. Some estimates place it around 193 million years ago. The preservation of the skull is quite remarkable. This is thanks to the type of sediment in which it was buried. The fine-grained nature of the clays, sand and silt helped protect the bones. These materials were likely deposited by ancient lakes and rivers in the area. Over time, these sediments covered the dinosaurs' remains. Minerals in the water slowly seeped into the bones. This process, called permineralization, replaced the original bone material with stone, creating a fossil. The fine sediments acted like a protective blanket. They shielded the remains from being completely eroded away by wind and water. The discovery of is highly significant for understanding dinosaur evolution. It provides crucial new information about the early members of Sauropodiforms. This is the group that includes the true sauropods and their closest relatives. Is identified as an early diverging member of this group. It is considered a sister taxon or very close relative to another Lufeng dinosaur called. Both belong to a larger group called Massopoda. Helps bridge a gap in our knowledge. It represents an important link in the transition from earlier sauropodomorphs to the giant sauropods. These earlier forms were generally smaller and often bipedal. Over time, some lineages evolved to become much larger, eventually leading to the four-legged, long-necked giants. With its considerable size for an early Jurassic sauropodomorph, shows this trend was well underway. This discovery also sheds light on dinosaur diversity in China during the early Jurassic, is the largest sauropodomorph found from this specific time in China. The discovery and study of was not the work of a single person. It was a collaborative effort involving multiple institutions and researchers. This is very common in modern paleontology. Big discoveries often require a team with diverse skills. The main institutions involved were the Chinese Academy of Sciences, Institute of Vertebrate Paleontology and Paleoanthropology, IVP, and the Bureau of Natural Resources of Lufeng County. This partnership between a national research institute and local authorities is crucial for successful fieldwork and fossil protection. The scientific study describing was led by Dr. Qiannan Zhang. Dr. Zhang is a paleontologist with the IVPP. The team also included colleagues from the Nanjing Institute of Geology and Paleontology. These scientists brought their expertise in dinosaur anatomy, geology, and evolutionary relationships. Their careful analysis of the fossils allowed them to identify as a new genus and species. They also determined its significance in the larger story of dinosaur evolution. Such collaborations are vital for several reasons. They bring together different areas of expertise. This teamwork ensures that discoveries are properly excavated, studied and preserved for the future. Offers valuable clues about the ecosystem it inhabited during the early Jurassic. As a large herbivore, its diet would have consisted of the plants available at that time. Scientists believe it likely fed on gymnosperms. These are plants like conifers, cycads and ginkgos. Ferns were also common. These types of vegetation formed the dominant flora of the early Jurassic landscape. Its long neck would have helped it reach food in taller shrubs or low-hanging tree branches, an advantage for a large plant eater. The presence of a large sauropodomorph tells us something about the productivity of its environment. To support such big animals, the ecosystem must have been rich in plant life. The Lufeng Formation, where it was found, seems to have been a fertile area. The climate during the early Jurassic was generally warmer and more humid than today. This would have supported lush vegetation, providing ample food for herbivores. Was one of the dominant plant eaters of its time in this region. The Lufeng Formation is known for its abundance of early sauropodomorph fossils. Besides, at least 7 other genera have been discovered there. The discovery of is a powerful reminder. It shows that China continues to be a globally important region for paleontological research. The country's vast territory and diverse geological formations hold immense potential for future discoveries. Each new fossil unearthed adds a vital piece to the grand puzzle of dinosaur evolution and Earth's history. The Lufeng Formation, in particular, promises more insights into the early Jurassic world. There are likely many more dragons sleeping in its ancient rocks. These findings, like that of, encourage further research. They prompt scientists to re-evaluate existing fossil collections. Sometimes new understanding can lead to the reclassification of specimens found long ago. The discovery also highlights the need for more comparative studies. By comparing with other sauropodomorphs from around the world, we can learn more about their global distribution and diversification. Cladistic analyses which map out evolutionary relationships will continue to be refined with each new find. The ongoing work in China is not just about finding new species, it is also about understanding ancient ecosystems in greater detail. Fossils tell us about the climate, the plants, and the interactions between different animals